Hey, thanks for joining us. My name's Chris and this is Headlight Revolution. We're revisiting our Tundra video series today with a couple new products. We got new reverse light bulbs that you're gonna love for your 2007 to 2013 Toyota Tundra. If you've never done LED reverse light bulbs, now's your chance to pick up the latest and greatest. And we're gonna give you an idea of what else is out there so you can make a decision and explain to you why it's better than the original bulbs that come on your Tundra. So the original light bulb that comes in the 2007 to 2013 Tundra is this little tiny glass 921 16 watt incandescent light bulb. It's basically like a 194's older brother. It's got the same basic connection shape, but it's a much bigger glass housing with a bigger filament in it. And so this is your reverse light. These don't put out a whole lot of light, even though it's a 16 watt bulb. It does draw a lot of power. And also the color is your standard yellowish white look. So the reason that you would upgrade this is A, so you can see better when you're backing up, especially if you have tinted taillights. This doing an LED upgrade helps a lot. B, so other people notice you backing up, which is really the biggest reason for having an LED reverse light. That is their main function, is safety for other people to see you. And C, if you put an LED bulb, you'll never have to replace them again. The very first option that we've already got a video made on for you to go check out, is from last year, is the level 1 6 watt LED bulb from GTR Lighting. This is their 921 LED bulb. It's the TW6 series. You see all the way around the edge it has chip on board type LEDs, and then it's got a little projector on the very top, so it does have some outward projection and some sideways light output. So this is the first option that we had. At the time, this was the best that was out there. It produces roughly 400 lumens of light. It's bright white. You're not going to have burnout issues. It's going to be brighter than your stock reverse light bulbs. But now there's something even better and brighter. This kit has 2 LED bulbs with external drivers, and this is the 1300 lumen LED reverse light kit from GTR Lighting. It's pretty much plug and play. It has external drivers, and the bulbs have these big heat sinks on them. Now you might wonder, how on earth is this plug and play? Well, we're going to show you step by step how this works. If you look at the bulb, you see the original is more like a standard 921 bulb. It resembles the original one more. But the new one, this 1300 lumen LED reverse light, this is our level 2 kit for the Tundra, will fit into the stock taillight housing. And this side actually plugs into your factory wiring. And between the two, you have this external constant current LED driver. This thing is what makes the light as bright as it is. And this is kind of an interesting design. You got to say, you know, if you look at it, you see one LED here and one LED here, nothing on the front. But this is kind of a new generation of automotive LED design. Instead of getting a ton of LEDs all over the place and trying to project out, it's sort of the concept of working smarter, not harder. The 2 LEDs, it's a pair of 5 watt LEDs. Each one is capable of drawing 5 watts each. And so together, they're capable of producing 1,300 lumens. And instead of trying to project all that light forward, we're actually going to be using the factory reverse light housing reflector bowl to actually create the light output. So you have this little top hat on the very top. It's reflective all the way around, and then the LEDs face outwards. So what's going to happen is a lot of the light is going to be reflected off the back of this reflector top hat backwards, and a lot of the light is going to go out, hit the reflector bowl, and go the way it's designed to go. So this idea of shooting the light backwards into the housing and letting the reflector do its job is how a lot of new LED products are being made to kind of mimic the original design of the factory reverse light housing. This is way brighter than stock. It's way brighter than the other reverse light product that we showed you last time. And it's pretty easy to put in. So we're going to go step by step, show you how to do it. And all you need to do the install is something to run your Torx bit with. So I got a drill with an adapter and the Torx bit. We're going to pop off the taillights and plug in the new LEDs. Each tail light is held in with a pair of T30 Torx bit bolts. So all you need is a T30 Torx bit on a ratchet or a impact driver, and take them out. Be careful when you remove the taillight from the vehicle to have full control over it all the time. Don't let it go left and right and scratch your paint. Then we're going to set it down on a table. The way the original 921 incandescent light bulb is secured into the original housing is there's a socket that the bulb plugs into, and then the socket has 4 tabs on it, which actually are inserted into the housing and then twist locked into place. And so that's how the original light bulb worked. And that's also how the level 1 LED reverse light bulb that we sell works. It just plugs into the socket, twists it in place, and the socket is what holds it in place. With the new style, you can see this light is not going to plug into anything. And it actually has a universal rubber grommet built into the base of it that it holds itself into the housing. And then the external constant current driver has a 921 type pigtail on it. And this plugs in to the factory connector wiring, and then it holds itself into the housing. So what we're going to have is this big aluminum heat sink sticking out the back of the housing, and all this wiring back here that we're going to have to hide and secure. Now, I'm going to recommend turning your reverse lights on during this process when you plug it all back in, so that you can make sure that you have this part plugged in correctly. Black and red, that's your positive and negative. White and black, again, positive and negative. Make sure black's to black and red is to white on this harness, and you should be good to go. Now this is an aftermarket LED tinted tail light, so it's going to look a little bit different than the stock tail light that might have come on your 07 to 13 Tundra, but the reverse light section is pretty much identical. It's going to work the same. So as you can see, this new bulb isn't just going to fit right in, because this opening is not as big a diameter as the chrome reflector top hat on the bulb. So we actually have to go in kind of at an angle. See, there's 2 slots there and 2 slots there. If you go at an angle, it slides right in. There's really nothing to it. And then the tricky part, which isn't that tricky, but the next part is getting this rubber grommet to seat inside that opening. You can see there's a recessed section right below the large portion. So the goal is to get this little plastic lip inside that recess. So first, diagonally insert the bulb, and then when you get to the rubber grommet, kind of twist it and push. You don't have to give much force. It really does just slide in. And then once it reaches its housing lip, reaches the groove in that grommet, it just kind of pops in place. Now, you might be kind of concerned about removing it for service or putting in new tail lights or something. It's really not a big deal. You just pull it out and then remove it diagonally. And it's a very easy product to install, especially when we show you how to do it right here. You can kind of twist it around back and forth. You can tug on it a little bit. You can see it's not coming out. So now we have to put the taillight back to the housing and plug everything in. So here's the original 921 incandescent light bulb. Yellowish white glow, not very bright, very hot because it's a very inefficient light. Here's our level 1. This is the TW6 version of the 921 from GTR Lighting. Plug it in. It's much brighter, much whiter. It's got this projector that faces forward and your 360-degree light output. It's about 400 lumens of light. And then you've also got the new one. This is the level 2. This is the 1300 lumen LED light from GTR Lighting. You got to plug it in the right way. Got to have positive to positive and negative to negative. So if it doesn't light up right away, flip it around. You see this one is way brighter. Now here's the interesting part. There's nothing forward facing at all. It all comes off the two sides. There's two 5-watt LEDs and they reflect into the reflector bowl of the reverse light. So put your wiring for the new reverse light into the stock reverse light wiring and you'll see instantly if it's working. Now, I really like the idea of using this particular product in our Tundra because the taillights are tinted, including the reverse light. We need the brightest light that we can possibly get. Next, put your other bulbs back in. And so now we have some extra wiring, you see, hanging out. You can, probably what you would want to do is kind of attach it to the other wiring so it's not loose, and then reinstall the entire taillight into the truck. So there you have it. Really easy install, really easy way to get more light, increase safety, increase style, increase your visibility backing up. It's better for everything. There's no reason why anybody with a Tundra shouldn't pick one of these LED lighting upgrades. So I recommend the 1300 lumen LED reverse light kit for your Toyota Tundra from GTR Lighting, sold on our website, www.headlightrevolution.com. If you want to see what else we're doing for your Tundra, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.